What's going on? It is yours truly, Mr. Taliaferro. We're back, more NBA content. A good old game of ranking the top 10 NBA free agents that are available come 2019. Now, I thought about this long and hard, how I wanted to do this. Did I want to go statistical? We go statistical a lot. I didn't want to do that here. I just want to give you what my eye test and my conscience tells me. And that's how I'm rolling with my list. I'm going to rank the top 10 guys that I would go after in NBA free agency based on how good I think these guys are compared to each other. I'm not going to use numbers, what they average in this year. I'm going to just tell you what my heart tells me. My conscience, my eye test, all that great stuff. Trust your boy. I watch a lot of basketball. And y'all tell me if y'all list is similar to mine and tell me where you think I messed up at. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my platform. I'm available on a lot of different social sites. You can follow me personally on Instagram, Twitter. You can follow my main Instagram account, my Facebook. All that great stuff is available for you to get more of your boy, Mr. Taliaferro. Now, let's not wait any longer. Let's get into this great content that you came for. At number 10, I'm going to take it down to Milwaukee. I'm going to go Chris Middleton. Number 10 free agent that I would want. I know Chris Middleton's an all-star, and one of the guys that's going to be ahead of him technically was not an all-star this year. I get it. A couple guys, actually. The reason why I'm putting Chris Middleton at this 10 spot is because I think his game is very contingent on playing with another special piece around him. A la he plays with Giannis Antetokounmpo. I just think if Chris Middleton was on his own team where he was the guy night in, night out, I just don't think he'd be an all-star caliber player. I actually think he was, maybe him and Nikola Vucevic were the two guys in the all-star game who I didn't necessarily consider all-stars, but they had all-star stats this year. I'd say Chris Middleton, again, being number 10 on this list still puts you over a lot of other guys. I would just put him at 10 right now as the 10th most important NBA free agent that I would go after this summer. At number 9, I'm going with Golden State Warriors center DeMarcus Cousins. He would have been higher on this list had this been a year ago, right? Or before his Achilles injury. But coming off that Achilles injury, he's looked good to me at times, not great. He never had the best bounce or leaping ability, but you definitely see it now. He's literally a bump and grind type player. He's entered that Zach Randolph stage in his career. And honestly, you're going to get a guy that's super talented offensively. I just don't think he's going to age great. I'll put him over Chris Middleton because when he's healthy, he is a all-star caliber talent. He puts up big numbers. And I think he'll make someone happy if you get him for a fairly cheap rate, as long as he's happy on the basketball court. Very loyal guy as well. Doesn't get enough credit for that. He's loyal to a team. The other two teams gave up on him. He didn't give up on them. He plays hard. I would put him at number 9, though. I just don't think he's better than the other 8 guys on my list. Speaking of number 8, I'm going to go to Brooklyn. Is Brooklyn in the house? Who would have thought this, man? Number 8, the snitch, D'Angelo Russell. Boy, is he having a great season for them Brooklyn Nets. He got that team motivated. He's knocking down shots. He's finally found that smooth left-handed jumper that we've seen a little bit at Ohio State. He's always been able to pass the basketball. But what I think D'Angelo Russell is doing a great job of right now is being a leader. Have you noticed that Brooklyn Nets bench during the game? They're all into it. They're cheering guys on. I mean, these guys are genuinely happy for each other. And it's kind of impressive to see. Brooklyn ain't been happy about basketball, heck, ever, right? They ain't had the team for too long. This is the best they've been in quite some time. They're not looking forward to the lottery. They're looking forward to the postseason or being in contention for a spot. And that's great to see. D'Angelo Russell got traded from the Lakers and literally has revitalized his career. Salute to D'Angelo Russell. I got him at number 8. Number 7 on my list, I'm going to go Philadelphia 76ers for Jimmy Butler. A lot of people will have Jimmy a couple spots higher on this list, but for me personally, Jimmy Butler hasn't shown me that he's a winner. All right, he's went out and got me numbers. He's guaranteed to get you 25 and 5 a night pretty much. He can guard, but at the end of the day, it's about winning. And for some odd reason, when Jimmy Butler comes to your basketball team, we've seen the baggage, we've seen the trade requests, we've seen great numbers from time to time. We've even seen some clutch shots. but we have not seen a lot of winning. And what I like about these 6 guys that are ahead of him, for the most part, they produce wins. Jimmy Butler, to me, has not produced wins. You're going to see me do something really creative here, right? Watch this. At number 6, I have Jimmy Butler's Philadelphia 76er teammate, Tobias Harris. Hear me out here. Tobias might not be as talented pound for pound as Jimmy Butler. But what I like about Tobias Harris is I don't need to run a lot of plays for him. He can be a third option. I'm not 100% sure if Jimmy Butler could be a third option. Tobias can. He can get you rebounds. Get you 8 rebounds a game this season. He can get you points. He can score in many different ways. Shoot the 3 ball. And put him in different offenses and he can work it out. He's coachable. Doesn't come with a lot of baggage. Teammates love to play with him. I just think overall Tobias offers more traits that a team would want than Jimmy Butler. And mark my words, there are going to be more suitors for Tobias Harris this summer than there will be for Jimmy Butler. Just mark my words. At number 5, taking it to Charlotte, Kemba Walker. Dude's 25 a night. He can score. This is a scoring point guard who could literally light it up from the field. My only problem with Kemba is that he isn't maximizing his worth. I'm thinking this guy's leaning towards staying in Charlotte, taking the most money he can make. He's in his prime, around the age of 28. I get it. This is his time to supermax out, but somebody needs to tell Kemba, if you go to another team, you'll make up the difference in that money that you can make with your hometown Charlotte Hornets team in endorsements. If you play for a winning organization, you'll get that money back. He needs to go play for a winner. His game is there. I mean, he's super clutch. Really can knock down that 3 ball. He can get hot. All right. If you play NBA 2K, this dude got the microwave badge. He can get hot with the best of them. A lot of people just have not seen it on a mainstream setting. Charlotte just doesn't win enough and doesn't get on television enough. Trust me, if a team can lure him out of Charlotte, you're getting a special one. At number 4, a lot of guys are going to have him at number 3. I'll keep him at 4 though. Kawhi Leonard. Now, the way he left San Antonio and that whole injury mystery still bothers me a little bit. And he's not the brand that I would like, right? He doesn't market himself. He's not in the cool stuff. Dude just goes out, plays the game of basketball, goes home, and calls it a day. But he plays the game of basketball very, very well. One of the NBA's most elite players, maybe the best two-way player in the game right now. What's concerned me with Kawhi, why I have him at 4 and I couldn't put him higher, he's already missed 22 games due to injury. And a lot of these games are just load management. I'm sorry, man. I can't give a guy super max money over these other 3 guys on my list when he's in the prime of his career and he's just missing games. They say he's 100% recovered from the injury. I need him to go out and play the game night in, night out and build chemistry with his teammates, be available for fans. If I'm giving this guy that type of money, I just think the other 3 guys on this list give me more night in, night out than Kawhi Leonard does. When he's on the court, great. Could be one of the 3 best players in the game. But you got to get him on the court, though, and that's my only concern with Kawhi Leonard. The game is there. Trust me on that. Number 3, I'm going to go Kyrie Irving. Love me some Kyrie. His game is there. When I need a shot to go in the 4th quarter, I don't care if this dude's 5 for 25 from the field. I want the ball in his hands. He's clutch. I question his leadership, but I mean, he is just a phenomenal talent, one of the best dribblers of the ball. His handle is impeccable. He needs to be alongside someone else. And I'm not saying the guy needs to be a better player than Kyrie, like a LeBron was. I just think he needs to be around a guy with a polarizing personality, all right? With Kyrie, the injuries are moderately a concern. I'd put him a little bit more stable over Kawhi Leonard. That's why I have him over Kawhi. His body's held up pretty well this season. I know he's had knee injuries in the past, but I liked his availability for the most part this season for the Boston Celtics. Kyrie's a phenomenal talent, man. And you put him alongside someone else, and you got a specialness in a guy. And, man, can he knock down some shots. And once he gets it going, He's as hot as it gets in the NBA. Number 2, top 10 NBA free agents coming your way this summer. Might be a shock to a lot. I got Klay Thompson. How about Klay Thompson? Mr. Consistent. Not injured a lot. One of the best shooters of all time. Ironically, he plays with maybe the best shooter of all time. We might look at him as the greatest shooter of the last 15 years if his teammate wasn't so damn good from the three-point line. This is what you want in an NBA free agent. No baggage. Puts in the work in his game. A two-way player. A great defender. He's long, lengthy, all that great stuff. Can get you 30 points, put the ball on the ground only 8 times, meaning he can play off the ball for you. You don't need him to be a number 1. He could be a number 2 for your team. He can allow your point guard to be a point guard while he's a shooting guard. He can play his role, stay out the way. Some nights, he can go out and get you 35, 40, even 50 points if need be. The other night, he can go get you 11 points and lock down the opposing team's best point guard, shooting guard, or small forward. That is a special trait that not too many guys in the NBA possess. This dude, like I said, not a lot of injuries on his body. He's played a lot of minutes, but this guy seems to be ready for the long haul just because he doesn't play above the rim. I bet this guy will progress in his career in age like Ray Allen, and I think this guy's going to be a top-tier free agent for the next decade. This dude is phenomenal, man. One of the best shooters all time. That is number 2 on my list, Klay Thompson. And number 1, we're going to stay right there with the Golden State Warriors. My top free agent of the 2019 class. For me personally, this is my list, Kevin Durant. This free agency class goes as Kevin Durant goes. If KD opts to leave the Golden State Warriors and do something else, become a New York Knick, whatever you want to do, immediately the Warriors will re-sign Klay Thompson to a Supermax deal, which will likely make DeMarcus Cousins officially available because they can't pay all these guys. Or maybe the Warriors will opt to go in deep into the luxury tax and play DeMarcus Cousins. We will see. Movement will start once Kevin Durant makes his decision that we all anticipate will be one that could change the league. If we're talking about Kevin Durant's game on the court, what can't he do at this point in his career? The most effortless scorer in NBA history to me. Can go out and get you 30 by halftime. He can go out, knock down the 3, get to the rim. I mean, this dude is literally mastering offense. He went 2 games this season and only missed 1 shot between the 2 games. This dude is literally mastering offense. He's counting the amount of shots he misses a game. He's counting the amount of shots he makes per game. Is he your leader? I don't know. But if I can go get 30 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, maybe the best player in the game, I go sign him in a heartbeat. This is the most talented free agent on the market. This guy is the best suited to win in today's NBA. This guy has the total package, 6'10", 6'11", never seen anything like it. His ability to dribble as a point guard with that type of height, almost 7 feet tall, never seen anything like it. He is my number 1 guy on my 2019 NBA free agent class. This is a great class, ladies and gentlemen. You see some of the names we just named here, and there are a lot of other great role players, good players, guys that are going to get paid on this list of guys that can leave teams and go elsewhere this summer. This is a free agent class you don't want to miss. I expect it to be one that changes the league forever. And that starts with number 35 in Golden State, Kevin Durant. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro. Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.